Hello and welcome to the Conshinz YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, share this video with your friends, and go watch some more videos after you're done watching this one. Your subscription will have value here on my channel. Tuesday is patreon.com/Conshinz generated reaction radio, where we listen to tunes and break down and do reactions. Wednesday is Between the Bars, a podcast where we break down songs an hour and a half at a time. Same thing on Thursday, Between the Bars, and Friday is the big show, reaction radio, live reaction. Subscribe. Cheers. Okay. What's up, everybody? It is Between the Bars. It is Wednesday night. We are doing Wu-Tang Clan Triumph. Thank you guys for being here. We got Renaria on the bottom. Ladies first. How are you, Renaria? How's life?
Good. Life is great. Yeah.
I see you've been pretty active on the Instagram, doing the old lives and stuff.
Yeah, I have actually.
With Doug.
Yeah, we're doing a show on Monday nights called The Craft.
So you guys have been making music together and doing podcasts together.
Yeah, well, we're not making music anymore, but the two songs that we did write together, work on together, I couldn't get them, to a professional or more better quality level. So that's what I'm doing now.
I bet you if you got a better mic, all your problems would be solved.
Right now, you're absolutely right. The mic is the issue. I have found someone who's a musician in Indonesia who's helping me with it. And I just have to record. I have to record now so we can mix it. So, yeah, it's fun.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're keeping busy. Ignacio, how the hell are you, buddy? What's going on? You're a busy guy just like me.
Bro, it doesn't get any better if I was twins. Life is good.
No kidding, eh? You love it. You loving having the baby? It's not driving you nuts?
Oh, I mean, it's gonna drive you nuts, of course. I mean, it's sleepless nights.
I think 2 to 3 is the roughest, dude. Like 2 to 3 years old, I found the hardest. That's the hardest behavioral age for me.
Oh no, not for me. I think the hardest is getting through the beginning piece right here, where
the first 2 months are fucking terrifying.
Having to get up in the middle of the night and like when I get done off of here, if she's awake, I stay up. And then I'll try to put her to sleep, and then crash out.
You can't leave them alone, unless they're sleeping. Really, it's constant,
kidding.
Right?
No kidding.
Absolutely.
And then when they're sleeping, you're worried as hell while they're sleeping, especially the first week. The first week is insane. But it's our break from parenting. Well, Renaria has no kids, but me and Ignacio are daddies. It is actually International Sons Day. I'm not sure if that's in America.
I heard that. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So shout out to our sons.
How are you doing? You asked us how we're doing.
I'm doing good, man. It was actually a big day. The stars kind of aligned with the restaurant. I got someone working on the vent motor. I got someone doing the inspection. I got someone helping me tow it. I got someone getting me a parking spot. I got someone getting me a dumpster. I put it like, dude, it was basically communication all fucking day with all these different people trying to get shit organized. And it is. And now, so next Saturday, we're going to pick up the trailer, and I'm going to start working on that.
Good, man. Right on.
So life is good. It's I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Like I finally am going to start my enterprise, So it feels good.
Right on.
But we're here. We're listening to Triumph Wu-Tang. What do you guys, Renaria? What you're wearing your Wu-Tang shirt? You were talking about Enter the Wu, or what were you talking about earlier? What album again? What album was Triumph on again?
Oh well, I'll show you.
So it's Wu-Tang Forever, right?
Wu-Tang Forever. Yeah, I only really know 36 Chambers, to be honest.
So I still have it in the sleeve.
Wow.
But
that's from '97.
Yeah. So I went to the locker downstairs to go through, the boxes of CDs. And I had a good last couple of hours just playing a bunch of stuff that I gathered from the 90s and stuff. So it was
absolutely.
Chef, I actually was sorry. What Chef?
Chef put a message. He's still putting his kids to bed. So
whatever. He can come whenever he wants.
Yeah.
I was actually down in Nanaimo looking at trailers, and the one that we bought is actually in Port Alberni. But I found, what did I find at the fucking thrift store? I forget. Remind me, what were you just talking? Wu-Tang Clan. Oh, right. I found a Pearl Jam CD, man. I found 10 Pearl Jam 10.
Wow.
So I've been pumping that. I got this little tiny boombox, this little CD player. It's like a little CD player, and it's like this big, and I just blast tunes on it all the time. And it's weird. My drummer gave me this kind of like pop punk band, his old guitar player, this band she plays in, and I hate it. Like, I can't stand it. It's so poppy and so annoying. But Lionel loves it. Lionel loves pop punk like you wouldn't believe. He's a little pop punk rocker. I swear to God.
Lots of energy, right?
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, he likes it. I think he actually kind of likes it because he knows I didn't like it, but now he loves it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So, I think originally he made me listen to it because he knew I didn't like it, little fucker.
Happy International Sons Day.
Right? Right.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's into music. Yeah.
For sure.
So Ren, what was your kind of introduction to Wu-Tang? Was it that album in '97 or was it before that?
So I'll tell you, and this is a good timing for this because of the beginning of the song, the first verse. So 97 is when KB and I met. And this was the album, one of the albums that
You guys have been together since '97. Is that 25 years? 20? Mm-hmm. 20. You have your 25 years. You guys have been together. That's insane.
Crazy.
She needs an applause for that one. She gets
let's give some applause for a 25 year relationship.
Oh,
wow. Whoa. Yeah, that's intense.
But so just to speed things up a little bit, in that story, he told me when we were going out that if I was to ever memorize any bars, it would have to be the beginning of this song.
Okay.
And this is in '97.
Okay.
So you're talking about. Let's get the
she's
lyrics.
Talking about she bombs atomically. Socrates philosophy.
Inspector Deck. Inspector Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right on.
It's and it also reminds me of when you guys were talking.
So did you memorize it? Did you memorize it or what?
Well, just a part to. Hold on, I'm getting told that I'm too loud. Okay, so. Yeah, just can't define why I'd be dropping these. That's where I end it. Like, I can't remember any more than that. But at the time, I didn't understand it. And so when you guys were talking in your podcast, well, this one, the first one actually about bars, it reminded me of that because that is a bar. Like, you can't.
And I kind of noticed that. The whole song is like bars. It's just lyrical fitness.
Oh, absolutely. But that's
it's just really lyrical flexing, which I like.
Yeah. Which, that's why I was kind of interested in doing this one too, is because there are conceptual Wu-Tang songs where that they stick to a topic, they stick to
theme.
Right. But a lot of their music is them just trying to out rap each other and put the best bars that they could put out. Now there are some doubles, there are some subliminals, there are some of those.
Yeah, and there is, especially Method Man. Method Man is a king of that.
You know what? That's tough because
and Capadonna too.
I would say Ghostface is pretty good at his doubles.
Ghostface. Yeah, he is pretty good too.
The chef,
Jizza is too, but there's only four bars of Jizza in the whole song.
Yeah,
4 bars. I wonder why that is.
If you can't boast, you can't be in this group. I don't think.
Yeah, you gotta be able to.
But that's what I think, Ignacio, you're saying. This is a boast song. It's a boast song.
It's just like it's a show off song, and that's why I wanted to do it because not only does it have every member of Wu-Tang in the track, which is the best, so we can kind of talk about everybody and get to know everybody a little more in detail, but it's also just like a total different theme. It's not really. It is face value bars. It is lyrical fitness.
Right.
I just wanted to do a podcast where we talked about Wu-Tang, and I know that Renaria goes way back with Wu-Tang, and I know Ignacio, you go way back with Wu-Tang, and for some reason on my channel, Wu-Tang never gets requested, ever.
Interesting.
You know what? I think it's like I said. I think because Wu-Tang is so big, and I think a lot of people have made they don't. Not everybody does their homework. They don't always look up what you've listened to.
Right. And there's thousands. There's
a lot. But there really isn't a whole lot of Wu-Tang reactions. There's some.
Yeah.
I think people are intimidated by
on my channel, you mean, or in general?
No, on your channel.
Yeah, no, probably under 5, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the things that you do here are by request, right?
Yeah, totally.
People,
everything, really.
It's what people want. So it's interesting to me. Yeah, you're right. But we'll see how many people are interested in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, this podcast. I don't even care if people like it. To be honest, they can go fuck themselves.
No, but out of curiosity,
this is for my benefit. No, I know. But I'm just making a point that this is for my benefit. This is a selfish endeavor, is what it is.
So therapy.
Yeah. So Ren goes way back with Wu-Tang. First time you met your husband. Yeah, she remember that was kind of like an entrance into your relationship. That's a dope story. Ignacio, what about your first experience with Wu-Tang?
Wow, of course, 36 Chambers, the first album.
Me too. Me too. That's all I really know.
That's the introduction to, and then of course, I mean, yeah, there were. I did listen to the solo album spinoffs, but I always gravitated towards Method Man. Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, I think it's just probably the pop bars, which is always about the weed bars is probably was in the lane that I was in. You know what I mean? Even
was it Redman? Was it Redman that got you into Method Man initially?
No, actually.
So did you discover Redman because of Method Man?
No, I discovered them separately.
Okay.
I discovered them. I remember Redman from Death Squad with Eric Sermon and Keith Murray.
Keith Murray, dude. Keith Murray is the dopest. He came up recently on the channel, and in next week. So tomorrow we're doing Master Ace, which is gonna be dope as hell too. And then next week we gotta do some cannabis, dude. We gotta do some cannabis.
So you're gonna skip on the K Reno.
Oh, K Reno's next week. Oh, right, K Reno. I said
you had said you wanted to do Supernova.
Okay, right. Yeah. We should do K Reno Supernova, and then we should do cannabis the week after that. In the near future, we're doing cannabis.
Right.
Well, when you do want to do cannabis, let me know, because I'm gonna actually, that CD that I showed you earlier, I have to listen to it and tell you what songs are on there. It's like a mixtape, cannabis mixtape. So we'll.
That's what you're gonna send it to me, or what are you gonna do with that?
Well, I have to look and see if we have it in the cloud, because it's all just
yeah, like put it on your computer.
Like those types. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But it's
that was really my first experience with the internet.
Yeah,
with those blank CDs.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we all.
Oh, the blank CDs. As soon as I got the internet, fucking, I was on Napster or what is it called again? Napster. Was it? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I was on Napster making burns. Always burn
Actually,
CDs.
this one, as you can see, it's all handwritten. It's Eminem, but it doesn't matter. It's all from that era, right?
Right.
That's how we did it. You made your own.
Yeah.
It's like a cassette. I guess that's the time that I'm from. Anyway.
Yeah, I definitely caught that era. I was like 15 when the internet, 16 when the internet came out. Like, what was it? 98, I guess is, and Wu-Tang was there. All my friends were listening to Wu-Tang. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Let's dip into some bars, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we got Old Dirty Bastard coming in right at the top. What? Y'all thought wasn't going to see me? I'm the Osiris of the shit. I love that. Oh, is Osiris it is a sun or a sun god or something? What is it?
Egyptian god of the underworld?
Egyptian god of the underworld.
Nice, Ignacio.
Underworld, I think. Yeah.
You definitely ripped that one.
That one works, whether it's true
but
or not.
I want to lean on the side of I think I'm correct.
Okay,
really?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay,
sounds
cool.
correct. Yeah.
Wu-Tang is here forever, motherfuckers. And even if you listen to it, he says this 97. It's like a one take type of thing where he kind of stutters on his words a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he did that literally in 20 seconds.
When the video starts, isn't there like a woman talking and she says something like "old dirty man"? She calls him.
Yeah, and he is associated with the killer bees. The killer bees are swarming.
That's right. Yes.
Are swarming New York and they're killing people, and this old dirty man is what they call him, is responsible or is akin to the bees.
I actually found his one of his CDs too.
ODB. Oh really? Yeah, that's what I got to get into, is some Wu-Tang solo albums.
Yeah, I found some Ghostface and some. Yeah,
I had Supreme Clientele, one of my first hip hop albums, and you were mentioning 36 Chambers earlier, Ignacio.
Mm-hmm.
You know M80.
Yeah.
So me and him, we kind of have a bad relationship now because I kind of did something stupid. Well, I just pissed him off. But anyway,
Right.
But back in the day, he gave me backstage passes to see Wu-Tang Clan, and here I am, I waited for like an hour to get in this backstage entrance, and then I go backstage thinking I'm going to meet Wu-Tang Clan, and it's just a bunch. It's like a backstage for groupies. And they have their own backstage of the backstage. So it's backstage from the show, but Wu-Tang still has their own backstage other than that. So all I met was mathematics. I was the guy who brought them the weed, right? I brought them an ounce of weed. So, yeah.
Oh,
so anyway.
right.
And then Method Man comes on stage with like 18 joints in his mouth. He's like passing to everybody on the stage. You know, it was classic.
And you had that proud moment.
That was 36. That was 36 Chambers' 20-year anniversary tour at Cool House. Remember Cool House?
I do.
Is it still there in Toronto? The Cool House?
It might be HAUS, right? Cool House.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And it was green. The sign was green lettering.
I think I went to see one of my friends there who dropped an album, and it was
is it that guy that you told me to link up with before?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. What's his name again?
Well, he went by Jamel Thomas.
Right. Okay.
I know him by his real name because he's my friend, for a long time now. But
right.
But I just contacted him the other day, and I wrote a little hook, and I found this instrumental that was free. This beat off YouTube here, and I recorded myself my idea, and I sent it to him, and he really liked it. And he's like, he's gonna write a verse for it. We're gonna
turn it into a verse. Sick.
Right
Sick.
on.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Life is too short to not be creative.
Yeah, no kidding. And I thought, like, when I was in my 20s, my parents would say, "Oh, you're probably playing in bands." They're like, "Oh, you're probably gonna grow to that." It's like, no, man. I still play in a band. I still listen to music every day. Yeah. I'm the exact same as I was when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
All right, lyrical fitness.
I do want to say I did look up Osiris just because I wanted to be sure.
Okay.
And ODB is starting
right, motherfucker.
I am right. But ODB is starting off with a double.
Okay, how so?
By him saying I'm the Osiris of this shit. So Osiris is killed by his brother and brought back to life by his sister. Wyatt. So it's kind of like him telling people, like him saying, like, you thought I was gone, but I'm back to the dude.
Is he dead at this point when the song came out?
No.
Okay. When did Old Dirty die?
Oh, it was 10 years ago, maybe?
Is that all it was?
No, it was a little longer than that, but I think it was after 20. I think it was after this album.
So he died in like 99, 2000.
Really? Was it that long ago?
Oh yeah. I think it was when I was still in high school when he died.
Back then, with Biggie and Tupac and all that, it was like they were just
2000. It says 2004.
He's when he died. Okay.
Okay. 2004.
And he died of drugs. Like what?
Accidental overdose.
Accidental overdose. So maybe he got clean for a while, got his tolerance down, then hit it back again and took a little bit too much.
Yeah, or something was mixed in it or something.
So many people that I work with, Ignacio, they'll get clean and they'll stay in the house for 6 months, and then they'll relapse and they take the same dose they took 6 months previous, and it's just way too much for the body to handle.
Yeah.
That's like most overdoses are that. It's
That's
one
common.
slip. One slip after a length of clean. It's like the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah.
Spend the last 4 months of your life getting clean, and then I'm gonna take you after you can accomplish it.
Sucks,
it's fucking scary. Yeah, totally.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My N bombs and my N bombettes. I like the N bombettes. That's pretty old dirty. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna rub your ass on the moonshine. Let's take it back to '79. What is 79 all about? Like, these guys are probably born in 71, 72, 69. So what do you think the significance of 79 is?
Could be when
they could have been like 10 years. Maybe when they met. Maybe that's when they met. 10 years old, grade 5.
Probably
some of these
somewhere
guys,
around
like
there.
Old. It's Old Dirty and RZA and Inspector Deck that go way back, right?
I'm not positive on all of the references,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Well, they're ODB and Rizzo are cousins.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
They're cousins. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I watched that video. Earlier.
The one that was on.
This video that someone sent in the group earlier.
Hulu. Yeah. Chef Hulu or whatever it is.
I can't remember the guy's name who's interviewing.
Oh, you're talking about the link that was left in the Between the Bars podcast chat. Gotcha.
Exactly.
On Facebook. Yeah. Oh, from Chef.
Yes. Yeah, I think it was from Chef. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Hulu, right? That's the
no.
It's the YouTube. It's the YouTube link.
The YouTube video.
Oh,
it's like 9 minutes. Okay. That's why I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, okay. What was it? I didn't even see.
Wait till he gets here. Is he coming?
I think so. I think he's just putting his kids to bed right now.
Because he's the one who sent it. So
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jesse Sabella is in the chat. And he said 79 was when the first rap records came out. Technically, the beginning.
Okay, so I knew it had to be something significant.
Yeah.
It had to be. So that was the first. So what album was that? What was the first? So that references the first hip hop album. What was that? Who was that?
He's just saying let's take it back to like that time. He's just not.
That primitive.
Yeah, he's just saying let's just take it back to then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so the first verse is Inspect a Deck. The most famous of the verses. I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Can't divine how I be dropping these mockeries. And this is what we talked about earlier, man. It's like straight up lyrical fitness. What were some of like Socrates' more famous works? Do either of you guys know? Like what was he known for? Just philosophy or other shit too? Like everyone knows the name Socrates, but what the fuck did Socrates?
I think it's like philosophical.
Just philosophical.
From my understanding, philosophical.
Like, do you think it was like predictions and stuff like that as well?
I don't know if it was like. I don't know. I can't be positive, but I don't think it was.
All we know is that it was philosophies and hypotheses.
Yeah,
right.
And that's what that's.
And you can't define how he's dropping
these.
Yeah, and you can't define how he's been dropping these mockeries, which we just tried to do. He got us, motherfucker. The motherfucker got us. He got me again. God damn it.
Inspect the deck on our asses.
Yeah, on our asses. On our asses.
I mean, who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? Like, we're not the ones who are going to be dropping these things.
Yeah, no kidding.
No,
yeah. Oh, that's classic. That's classic.
So you guys heard about Coolio today?
Yeah, Coolio died today.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I had to mention that since it was today.
What happened?
59 years old.
Jesus.
You know what? It just kind of went across the feed, but I didn't go through and really read anything or.
No, neither have I. I just heard about it right before the show started.
I'm looking at it now, and I think it was a heart attack, I think.
Okay.
But
God damn it! I got to be careful of that. My dad had a couple of heart attacks, 3 of them actually.
Yeah,
but my mom's side, all the men live to be 85 and die old, no issues, But if I got my dad's heart, I'm fucked. But I don't think I do. I think I got my mom's side of the heart. I'm actually pretty healthy for my age. For 40 years old, I'm pretty good. A little overweight, but my blood pressure is good. Fuck, I worry about that though. Heart attacks.
Yeah, you said you were watching yourself and drinking light.
Yeah, I have to. Like I beat diabetes. I was pre-diabetic for a couple of years and lost some weight and beat that. There's Chef's here. Hey, Chef B West, what is going on? Check.
Check. I raised my mic volume.
Yep, sounds good. Mm-hmm. How are you, buddy?
How you doing?
Hello, everyone. Well, the kids are in bed, so that's fantastic.
That's done. Well, right now we're just getting into it. We just started Inspected Deck's verse, and the lines that he says he got us totally.
Yeah,
you can't define Socrates' philosophies.
No.
Lyrically perform and hypotheses. Lyrically perform armed robbery. Flee with the lottery. Flee with the lottery. Flee with the lottery. What is he saying?
I think he's just saying, okay, lyrically performed armed robbery, but he's also making a play on that. Flee with the lottery, basically like taking the money.
Taking the money.
Right. Yeah, but it's still like flipping the armed robbery, because lyrically performed armed robbery, he's telling you like on the mic, I'm a badass, I'm type of thing. it's a flex, but at the same time he flips that with that line off the play on armed robbery and talking about the fling with the lottery.
Right,
and then
possibly.
Furthermore, it just solidifies it by possibly they spotted me.
Yeah, possibly they spotted me. Battle scarred Shogun, explosion when my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet shine. Shogun. What exactly is a shogun? Wu-Tang mentions shoguns quite often. Anybody know that?
Japanese?
Shogun's like a Japanese like ninja.
Soldier or general or something.
Samurai,
like
samurai or something?
Yeah, some kind of samurai thing.
Yeah, okay. I think it's different than a samurai, but I think it's different than a samurai.
It's ninja shit though. Like it's straight up ninja shit.
It's definitely ninja
stuff.
Yeah.
Wikipedia says here, it says it was the title of the military dictators of Japan during most of the period spanning from 1185
military
to 1868.
Dictators. Wow.
But here, if we go to what does shogun mean, it is Japanese barbarian quelling generalissimo. In Japanese history, a military ruler. The title was first used during the Heian period when it was occasionally bestowed on a general after a successful campaign.
So a general, okay. A general.
Military dictator.
A samurai general. We were all right.
A samurai general.
We were all right.
A shogun. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got that one. We got that one, guys. We got that. Yeah,
that's we need all four of us on.
Okay, wait. Here's some more information. Shogun is the boss. Samurai were minions.
Okay.
Yeah, but the boss had to be a samurai in the beginning, right?
To become a shogun.
So it's a boss samurai. Okay, claps. Conshinz.
Oh yeah, it's a boss.
There we go. We got the boss samurai.
You can't become a boss without first being a samurai. You must be a samurai at some point.
That's right.
So a shogun is really like a super samurai, like a fucking hardcore, super samurai.
Super samurai. Okay.
Super samurai. It's a good name for a song, I think. Battle scarred shogun, explosion when my pen hits tremendous. Ultraviolet shine, blind forensics. Ultraviolet shine, blind forensics. It's like a blood splatter line or something. Like talking about blood splattering.
Well, I think
ultraviolet shine.
I think like when the forensics teams come in and like they use ultraviolet lights to see
blood,
stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So he's splattering blood all over.
Well, he's saying that his brightness, like the explosion the explosion from his pen when it hits tremendous, is so blinding. It's worse. Like it's brighter than the lights. Right.
You can't even see it to the naked eye. You have to have an ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet, yeah. Isn't that new James Webb telescope that the Yankees got up in the air there? It's all it's infrared, not ultraviolet. Infrared.
You know what? You told me about that.
That's the new one. That's the new one. That's seeing to the edge of the known.
It's seeing to the Big Bang, dude. It's seeing to the. They're starting to disprove the Big Bang theory. Very cool.
They're not. That's a lie.
I know, but
we need to do a whole podcast on this.
Yeah, I know.
But that's for a different. That's not the Wu-Tang podcast. It's not.
No, that's definitely not.
They're not disproving the Big Bang.
Well, I heard that from some from a commentator.
I know.
Anyway, let's get back into this.
Yes, I inspect you. There you go.
What is it? I inspect you through the future. See Millennium. Killer Bees sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. 50 gold? Is that 50,000? Is gold 50,000?
I think he's saying like.
Are they talking about albums?
Yeah, 50 gold albums and 60 platinum albums. So what's that? 85 million albums.
Killer Bees sold 50 gold and 60 platinum.
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
What KB told me earlier. This may be the last mainstream single without a hook.
Yeah, no hooks.
Oh.
He was on that.
That's a good point.
That's what he kept saying earlier. Like this has.
There's no hook. It's just bars.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen usually.
And that's why I like it so much.
And actually, it went. It was like debut number one Billboard. And he says it propelled their album to platinum. The no hook thing. for a single that had no hook, completely contrary to industry blueprint, to the
Interesting. Okay.
to all industry blueprint. So it's true that this is not in terms of lyrics.
So this is a radio tune? This was on the radio back in the
Yes,
day?
it played on MTV and everything.
No
That's
kidding,
like, yeah.
It's pretty mainstream.
Like
So I think
Prince?
that it was smart of them to do it that way, and also the video was big.
Yeah, the
apparently
video-
it was
the
it was $1
video's
million. It was $1 million video.
Well,
Back then,
I
that's a lot.
remember.
Back
I
then,
remember when this album came out. This album came out at a time when it was kind of like the what happened to Wu-Tang kind of thing. Like,
We're back.
yeah. This was kind of like their response to the doubters that said that they had fallen off, that they weren't the same Wu-Tang anymore, that they couldn't rock, they couldn't rock the crowd the same type of stuff. Because one of their albums, and I don't remember which one of their albums, didn't do as well as one of the other, some of the others, or something like that.
It was
or-
hard.
Wasn't this
Yeah.
just the second one at this point?
well, but they did.
Oh,
so
you mean
much-
one of them individually? You mean?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, like somebody's album didn't do very well or something, and then
Yeah.
so it sparked this whole thing about that they had fallen off, or that they weren't the same anymore, and things like that. And this was I think this was like kind of their response to
Yeah.
everybody. And
That's why
saying-
it's a boast song. This one,
Right.
Like we're,
So, Chef, you were saying earlier that your friend that you grew up with would only listen to Wu-Tang?
Not only, but he prioritized Wu-Tang over everything else. And
Okay.
anytime we're in a car or in our houses or something, if there's a CD player, it's bumping Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, right on.
I mean, I do want to say that Wu-Tang is for the kids. It is for the children. So
It
That's
is.
right, 100%.
I mean,
I can't wait till my son grows up and watch this podcast, man. I think that's dope as hell.
my son was to Wu-Tang before he understood words, obviously, and then when he had started understanding words, we didn't play so much Wu-Tang.
Yeah, exactly.
But now I can put stuff on now, and he'll be like, "Oh, I remember listening to that." So yeah,
Oh, that's
How old's your kid? Your son,
I mean-
15?
he will be. He will be.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Chef.
When Into the Wu came out, I was like 9.
Right. How old are
So
you
that
now,
was
Chef?
the first time. 35.
Oh, okay. Man, you're the youngest
So-
on the podcast. You're
Yeah.
younger than Chuck.
I was gonna say that's about right, because I remember being like 13, 14 when 36 Shavers.
I remember, I was about that age when everyone started talking about Wu-Tang, all the hip-hop guys in my school. Because I was friends with them. I smoked joints with them. Actually, the punk rockers and the hip-hop heads kind of hung out growing
back
up.
then. It was like that.
The
Yeah.
skaters and the hip-hoppers kind of hung out a little bit. But totally didn't party together. Just hung out at school. I don't know why.
You
'Cause the joints-
you
the
had an
joints.
understanding that you were misunderstood.
Maybe. I think more was the joints. Just that
Oh,
those
absolutely.
they were the big joint smoking crowds.
And
But
everyone,
I don't know, I'm sure
for
it was more
me,
than that.
in school, I smoked cigarettes throughout all of high
Yeah,
school.
me too.
And when you went outside and smoked on a regular basis, well, that's who was out
the smoke
there.
hole. The smoke hole.
That's
Did you guys
when
call it the smoke hole?
No.
Smoke pit?
Although when I was in rehab once, it was called the butt hut.
The butt hut.
What?
And but you know what? Do you know what it was? It
The
was.
butt
It was. It was a bus stop. Plastic. Like a plexiglass thing, and they had just moved it, and they had put it in.
The
yard, and then
You had to stand,
whatever.
yeah, oh, there you go. At
It
least you
was
got some
shelter.
reservation.
It was shelter for the smokers, and that's important at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, we got Amanda
Oh, the
M.
night.
Forces joining us.
Oh, right on. Yeah,
What's up,
God bless the 90s, letting 14-year-old kids smoke on a regular basis outside of class.
Sometimes indoors too.
That's when I learned how to smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, talk about drugs.
Did you roll them
talk
with,
about
with
partying?
the machine? The Makins.
No, I usually stood out front of a store, a 13-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid standing out in front of the store, asking the most hurting unit that I could find if he could buy me some smokes.
Shoulder tapping.
Yep.
know what?
Every
I
time
I don't
we would
think
go
I
to the
did. Called it.
States,
I
I
didn't
would get
smoke.
myself a thing of tobacco, like Export A or
gross.
something, and roll that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I think I didn't smoke cigarettes until I was probably 17, 18, really.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I think I was like
for you.
12, 13, unfortunately. And
I was 12 the first time I think I smoked, and 14 I was smoking regularly.
Yeah, me too. 4x4.
I do remember. I do remember the first cigarettes that I smoked though were unfiltered Lucky Strikes.
Oh yeah, mine were unfiltered Green Death, Export A Green, unfiltered.
I think it was Belvedere for me. I don't even think Belvedere.
Belvedere's. Yeah. I was a Belmont smoker. I smoked Belmont Miles. Those
when you guys started smoking. Go ahead. Sorry.
I used to work at a gift shop, and part of it was a humidor tobacco. Different cigars, pipe tobacco, different rolling tobacco, a bunch of stuff, right? But we also had different cigarettes imported from around the world. And there used to be some Canadian cigarettes that I used to get. They were kind of like in a rectangle box, and they were kind of short. They were short, stubby cigarettes. They weren't like your normal long size, okay. But they had like this. You know what? They may not even been Canadian. They may have been
Was it
what color? What color were they?
It was like a blue box.
Players. Players.
I think you're
Players is the most famous Canadian.
Players had like an anchor picture on it.
I think you're right.
And a pirate.
Yeah, it was blue and
a sea captain.
Yeah, a captain. Right. Yeah. But it was
not a captain.
But they were awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty strong because they were short, little stubby dudes, and they were like
regular smokes. Ren, I don't think Americans have regular size smokes. I think they only have king size.
Because he says they were small, I knew they were probably.
They were just players regular. Yeah, players regular.
Because when I go to the States and buy myself
players
like
plain regular
Capris or something, there was long and thin cigarettes.
Well, we have hundreds. Yeah, we have hundreds.
Yeah, we have hundreds too. Benson and Hedges.
I used to rock Benson and Hedges. Hundreds back in the day.
Oh, those are American cigarettes, eh?
Yeah. No,
I don't know if they're American, but I was here in America and smoked them.
They're not British, are they? No.
I don't know what it is.
It sounds British.
It does sound British.
I always bought them. At the airport, so I don't really know.
Well, dude, I went to Kentucky big time, dude.
Oh yeah, big time Kentucky. Okay. So they sold 50 gold. They sold 50 gold and 60 platinum, shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics, graphic displays melt the steel like blacksmiths. Wow. That's a dope bar. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics, graphic displays melt the steel like blacksmiths.
That was
dope. Inspector Deck, why do you think it is he's such a big part of Wu-Tang and he has such iconic verses in Wu-Tang? Yet I found out about him like years after Ghostface and Method Man. And Jizza and RZA. Why does he not have the notoriety that the rest of them have?
I don't think he got the same solo success had the same solo success. He probably had the same opportunities, but I don't think he had the same solo success as some of the other members. So
exactly. You'll see. I mean, it just goes with trends, right? Like the people that got the most fame after the Wu-Tang thing happened was Meth and then ODB. Right? Because they're the most like personality driven. I mean, I think obviously Meth is one of my favorite rappers in Wu, and he's also this crazy personality
and actor.
But then he goes on to because he's already got this. He's got this personality, and then he goes on to do great things. But you take RZA, who's like the curator of all of this,
the mastermind.
Right? Like he's the mastermind behind it. And he didn't get a ton of play on the radio or anything on his solo stuff, but then you see his genius behind creating this thing when he went on to do so much directing and all this different stuff. Like he's more prevalent nowadays than anyone else aside from Meth maybe. Just because he does film work and stuff, he's got creative genius behind him, right?
Yeah. And some people. I remember I reacted to like a little TikTok video with a RZA freestyle on some radio station, and when I posted it, RZA got some hate from my crowd, like saying it was the worst freestyle ever. I'm like, yeah, but sir, he might not be the best at freestyling, but fucking he's the dopest artist probably in hip hop, like with what he's done with beat making. Like he makes like all the beats.
Well, out of 10 people, it's pretty good considering when you think about that. Like how many people actually make it? Like one person trying to make it. Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
So this is a whole group of people who have all individually
And
done
on this
something.
song, they fucking align. They all fucking just have lyrical fitness bars.
Do you know how hard it is to remain, a group like that?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Think
No
about all
kidding.
the other groups and stuff, like even R&B groups, and they could never. There was always drama or something. I'm sure.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
must have
they're
had drama.
brothers. They're
Yeah.
brothers.
No one
They're-
makes it a long time.
But they're
in a
not.
group.
They're not all from Staten Island. Isn't Method Man from Brooklyn or something like that?
No, they're
I
all
know.
from different places. They're not all.
I know. I know. RZA is from Staten Island, right? RZA.
I think like 3 or 2 are from Staten Island, and then the rest are from a little bit outside.
Okay.
I can't actually remember right now. That's why
Okay.
you got to watch the Hulu show.
Yes, it was Hulu. Remember, I was talking about that. And you guys were looking at me like I'm an idiot.
No, no, because
No.
you were talking. They're two different things. The link he mentioned
both
he-
from
he-
Chef.
Yes, they're two different things.
I didn't see. I didn't see what you
yeah.
said.
The other thing I sent was the China Mac interview
Yes,
with Method
that's what
Man.
it was. China Mac. Yes, I
And
watched
China
it.
Mac-
What?
Yeah, China Mac's dope. If
Who's
he's
China
got-
Mac?
He's a gangster / rapper, Chinese oriented from New York.
Okay.
He actually went to jail because he shot. The rapper. Oh, what's the guy's name? I'll think of it in a second. But he shot a pretty semi-famous rapper's friend in a club and went to jail for a long time. But regardless of that, he came out and started a YouTube channel, which everybody does nowadays. He's pretty YouTube famous now. But he has a show called Mac Eats, and then where he goes around and like tastes food in the hoods of all around the country.
Okay, at restaurants
he just like backyards in the hoods. Like, what are the Mexicans
barbecues?
eating in
Okay,
LA? What are the Crips eating in LA? What are
cool.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's
It's a really
fucking
cool
a dope
show.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Send me. I gotta get that.
I'll link you up with it. But he also just did some random thing with Method Man, where him and Meth were walking around their hood from the Wu-Tang Clan, and he was like, "It's so cool." Meth is talking about, Inspector Deck was over there on the balcony, like rapping,
And the tree that he used to hide.
yeah, the tree, yeah.
The blind spot or whatever.
He's like, this tree we could hide from the cops.
The cops would drive by and couldn't see them.
Oh Jesus!
And then-
it was a dope interview.
And then the SUV pulls, on the street and rolls the window down, and she waves and says, "Hey," and he says, "Oh, that's Kappa's sister," I think he said.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
he mentioned
it was
in there,
cool.
Meth mentioned in there, he's like, Capadonna was the best rapper out of everybody, but he got arrested when Wu-Tang came about, and so they pulled in Method Man after Capadonna was in jail, and Capadonna missed out on.
I didn't know that. See, I
there
didn't
were
think
9.
that Capadonna was ever an official member.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
was
It was
supposed to
after
be.
an
he came
affiliate.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, then he was in
that's
jail. Then when he got out, then they brought him back in.
And they made him an official member. The
see, I didn't
10th,
know
I
any of
believe,
that.
right? Yeah.
I don't know that. I think we're getting to his verse pretty soon.
We haven't even gone through the first verse yet.
No, we'll be
we
3
still in the
hours
first
from
verse?
now. Yeah, 3 hours from now.
Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactic, graphic displays melt steel like blacksmiths, black woo jackets, queen bees ease guns in, rumble with patrolmen, tear gas laced the function. Tear gas laced the function. Blue woo jackets. What's this blue woo jackets all about? Black woo jackets. Is that something they actually sell? Probably is.
Black
That's
Blue
the other thing.
Jackets. Black Blue Jackets, Queen Bees ease the guns in, rumble with patrolmen. So what he's saying is that these women, the Queen Bees that they know, were wearing these black blue jackets, and they were hiding guns in the jackets. So when they got into the function, the concert, or whatever the case is, something broke out involving patrolmen, and tear gas was used
on them.
He was used it, and wherever this function was taking place, whether it was a club or a venue for a concert or whatever the case is. So he was just like telling you a story.
Yep.
Little story in there. It says, heads by the score take flight in sight of war. Chicks hit the floor. Die-hard fans demand more. So people leaving pissed off. What's going on here? Heads by the score take flight in sight of war. the chicks hit the floor? Is it the chicks with the guns hitting the floor?
Well, it just means, I think it means people are hitting the floor and other people are like, keep going.
Yeah. Don't stop.
Right.
That's funny, eh? So they're bringing guns in and there's still people wanting to move on with the music. That's fucking classic.
Yeah.
I'm assuming heads by the score take flight means the people that are being gunned after leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Show must go on.
Yeah, the show must go on. Behold the bold soldier, control the globe slowly, proceeds to blow, swinging swords like shinobi. Behold the bold soldier, control the globe slowly, control the globe slowly.
That's a sweet line right there.
Yeah. Total, like being in complete control of the entire globe,
Control
slowly
the globe
and calmly.
slowly.
Calmly.
There's no other
calmly
way.
controlling the entire world, you know?
No one even knows.
No, I mean, how could you calmly and easily control the entire world? It's just
Well, I'm saying if you're doing it that calmly and that smoothly, and people probably won't even know you're doing it.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
But he's telling you, behold the bold soldier. He's telling you, I'm bold enough to do this.
That's me. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Proceeds to blow, swinging swords like shinobi, stomp grounds and pound footprints in solid rock. Boo got it locked, performing live on your hottest block. And then it is. Mm-hmm. So this is from their second album.
Yeah.
And was it a couple of years between number 1 and number 2?
It was like 4 years or something.
Four,
it was,
yeah.
eh?
4 or 5,
so they put out one
like
album and not another one for another 4 years, eh?
Yeah. It was like 94 and 97.
Yeah.
Why did that
94,
happen, do you
97.
think?
Well, everybody's doing their solo projects. People were going in and out of jail, things like that.
Yep.
Bunch of different situations that didn't have them all be able to be in the studio together.
Or maybe you finally have the money to do other things that you wanted to do, you know? Once you make it, you know, I think that more possibilities.
So that first album basically made them all.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at what Wu-Tang did for the culture of hip hop. Like that first album was a complete game changer for like the crossover between underground music becoming
mainstream,
getting out, not necessarily mainstream, but just getting out to the masses in a different way. Like it just, I see. Like that's the thing is, I don't know if I would call Wu-Tang's music mainstream music.
No, just popular in hip hop culture.
Yeah, they're definitely like originators of what, you know, what they brought to.
But were they meant to be mainstream though? Was that their, you know?
I don't think their goal was I don't think their goal was to be mainstream. I think their goal was just to make some money to get out of the just to survive. Like, they were.
But I like that they didn't, you know, sell.
No,
because what you were saying at the beginning about how a lot of reactions are not Wu-Tang reactions, right? This tells me that it's such a huge underground following that people don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like Ignacio was saying, like, people don't take the time to study it, and people don't take time to know how many people are in the group and what they're all doing individually and all this stuff. So if you're just going to put an album on and listen to it, just, you know, a person who likes all kinds of music, exactly, they might not be into it. And I think that's good. It means that they're focusing on their crowd, and they don't like kind of sway from that.
Right.
People know what to expect.
They're loyal. They're loyal to their own craft, 100%.
Yeah, they don't need to be loved by the whole world.
They were just really good at marketing. You know, look at them. Like they branded. It's like with my restaurant, right? Branding is everything.
That's,
The
like
music,
every
though,
single person knows that W. You know,
the difference. I think the difference though is with Wu-Tang, like their marketing, like the music kind of marketed itself. Like it was so turn of the century, like for that time, like for again for rap, for hip hop, for like what was being portrayed as mainstream type, you know, the rap that was on the radio. This was something that just blew everybody's mind.
They did it even with just a logo, even just a concept.
Exactly. So
People are going to be walking around with the T-shirt with the logo, and they don't know a song.
They don't even know. Yeah, they don't know. I see kids wearing it. You see teenage kids wearing Nirvana shirts and Wu-Tang shirts and shit.
Yeah.
I can't tell you one fucking song and an album. You know, they won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's the worst, dude. That's the worst. Yeah, you guys. I definitely suggest watching that Hulu show.
Yeah,
from
I'm going to.
They break down the entire thing, like in the show, how the logo was made.
Oh, really?
How they distributed it through one of the dude's dad's clothing companies, he owned a clothing store.
So who designed the logo?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. That's who I dealt with when I was selling them weed. That's who I texted. I was texting Mathematics. And also, listen to this. Listen to this right here.
The rap, but you won't get a distortion because it's so close.
Like I'm old to recording, but new to live. So thank you, right? I guess I need to hear.
Exactly what it is.
Totally what I need to hear.
You needed that.
That's me talking to Mathematics right there at a Killer Priest show after I went up on stage after Killer Priest.
Nice.
That's me and Mathematics right there, dude. Very nice guy. He remembered me, and he gave me advice on my freestyle. He said I was holding the mic. He said I was too excited, and I was holding the mic too close to my face. And it was getting distorted because I'm so fucking loud, like I scream, right? And that was.
I love how the CP24, because everywhere in Canada you go, especially bars and stuff, there's always like a TV hanging with CP24.
CP24,
a 24-hour news channel. I saw that in the clip there.
Yeah, that was in Guelph. That was in Guelph, Ontario.
See?
Yeah, Guelph.
Telltale sign. Yeah.
Yeah. Telltale sign.
Forces said that Wu-Tang and Nas they're on tour right now. October 1st in Oakland, and October 4th in Hollywood.
Yeah, they're still rolling, man.
Nas was just in Canada. Was just in Toronto a couple weeks ago.
No shit.
It was like a big festival outside.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't like just a show for him. It was a bunch of and lots of good shows here recently. There was a Kevin Gates one. He was coming, but he couldn't get over to Canada
because of weed, probably. I'd imagine.
Well, yeah, because you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But that was
that show where I had the backstage passes for Wu-Tang. They were like an hour late. Raekwon was like an hour and a half late. You know, like they had trouble too. I don't know what was going on, but anyway, let's get into this Method Man verse. Okay. I'm gonna read a bunch of bars and then we'll talk. As the world turns, I spread like germ. Bless the globe with the pestilence. What does pestilence mean exactly?
Well,
pestilence.
like germs that spread.
Like a plague, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, like a plague.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like an era of disease, like a time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, no, not an era, but like specifically like
a time frame.
No, not a time frame.
What?
Specifically, like an infectious disease.
Okay, pestilence. But
you want me to Google it?
Yeah, but pestilence is.
I already did.
You're already on it. Okay, good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, what is it, Chef?
He wants it so bad to have time frame in it.
I almost wanted to pander to Conshinz and start it with. It starts with a timing of this. It's a fatal epidemic of disease.
No, but it's like an act.
Like the bubonic plague.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Nothing to do with timing.
No, but the plagues end, man. So every plague has a timing.
Or do they?
Every plague has a beginning and an end.
You are trying so hard to make that work.
This is about time, and I'm sick of you guys saying it's not.
All right, Pestilence.
All right. Keep okay, yeah. The hard-headed never learn. This is my testament to those burned. Play my position in the game of life, standing firm on foreign land, jump the gun out the frying pan. Into the fire, transform into the Ghost Rider. A six-pack in a streetcar named Desire. A six-pack in a streetcar. That's all you need when you're living in the city. Do you still take streetcars, Ren, in Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
The streetcars
depends
are
where you live,
over
yeah.
there. Yeah, I've definitely been on those motherfuckers. Who got my back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the line of fire, is there streetcars on your street, like at where your apartment is?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Well, no, because I'm right in the middle, so they're a little bit more on the outside.
Oh, really?
But then again, you can go a couple streets down, and you will have them. But for me, it's like subway, train.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Subway. Yeah.
But
subway.
If it depends, if you're going out, different areas, sometimes you have to. But they're so slow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
The subway's
walk.
great. The subway's great. in Toronto.
Subway's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of pestilence though.
It's all the pestilence. It's that era of time
It's
that you're on.
It's the timing that you're on the streetcar.
It's the era of time that you're on the streetcar. The act of being on the streetcar.
Yeah.
It's that act of being on the streetcar, I guess.
It goes by really fast. It's a fast pestilence.
Yeah, very fast pestilence.
Fast moving, yeah.
Yeah, very fast moving pestilence, guys. Some of the fastest moving pestilence you've ever seen. Some of the fastest moving pestilence, and it's a world record actually. The fastest moving pestilence there is.
Oh my gosh, dude.
My peoples, if you with me, where the fuck you at? N-bombs is strapped, and they trying to twist my beer cap. It's court adjourned for the bad seed from bad sperm. The bad seed from bad sperm. That's a bold line. Herb got my wig fried like a bad perm. What the blood clot? We smoke pot and blow spots. Blow spots. What do you think blowing spots is?
Like when you blow the spot. Like when you blow the spot. Like
when you shoot up the spot.
Yeah, you shoot up the spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You want to think twice? I think not. The iron lung ain't got to tell you where it's coming from. Guns of Navarone. Is that how that's pronounced? Navarone? Ghosts of Navarone. Tearing up your battle zone. Yeah, it's definitely Navarone. Rip through your slums. Capadonna comes up next. And they're all different length of verses, eh? Like Capadonna's got 8 bars. You know, like Method Man had 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, another 8. No, that was probably. They're weird. They're not all 8 and 16s.
Inspector Deck had what, like 12?
Yeah, there's weird. It's a weird
12,
bar structure.
And then it looks
good
like,
observation. Yeah.
It looks like.
It's weird. It's weird bar structure.
2, 3,
1, 2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6,
5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8, 9. I get like 12 from Method. No, like 8 from Method Man.
But 12, but dude, like that's odd. It's usually 4s, 8s, 16s, 32s. You know.
Yeah, but in the scheme of the mathematics of breaking down the bars, you could still break it up to 12, 4, 8, 8, 4, 4, 4, 4, like, and still get your 16s out of.
Yeah, I know. I know there's so many members that it's like they have, like people are finishing each other's verses for them. You know, like like Jizza has 4 bars at the end of a verse coming up. You know,
it's got to be hard. You know, like, and again, you know, RZA being the kind of the circus leader or the conductor, right? He's picking people's, you know, best whatever verses they have, then shortening other ones to make it fit in a certain structure.
Yeah.
And
do you think there's unheard bars from the recording of Triumph that didn't get used, like 16 that got cut?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Imagine 16s that got caught in the 12. Those like hidden 4 bars that never got produced.
1,000%. 1,000%.
That's so cool.
And also
probably got his hands on all that.
You got to always imagine, like, you know, there's 8 to 9 to 10 people, right, that you want to put into things, and there's a lot of songs where there's only like 2 of them, only 3 of them, only, right? There's only like the Method Man song is only Meth, right? And then there's the who was it, Raekwon, that did the like talking in between, but Method Man was the only person on that song, and that's honestly one of my favorite. Maybe one of my favorite songs in the top 20 of all time. I just love that song. You know, M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-A-T-H-O-D, man.
Yeah.
I love that song, right? But that's just him, right? And then there's a song that just has Raekwon and just has Ghostface Killah, right? And then there's another song, like, you know, they have to, like, it's like... Yeah.
They have their own styles.
It's like Tetris to like put all these things together for all these people to make one album.
Yeah.
And
it's like RZA's the chess master, man.
It's almost impossible to keep all of them on every song. And also, what you guys were talking about earlier was about choruses and stuff. Like, if you add choruses into this, they can't all be on a song. It'll be a 15-minute song.
It's true. How long is this song? It's pretty long, though.
Only about 6 minutes.
It's pretty long, though, for a song.
I know, but for having 9 MCs on it, it's not that long.
Yeah, but for a song that did so well.
Yeah. But that's why there's no hooks on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, even to have a song with 9 MCs is unorthodox. So it's not
totally.
So totally. It's still, here we go. We're speaking to time. All right. So you have to have 6 minutes.
It's a pestilence. It's pestilence.
You have to have a pestilence.
Are we talking about pestilence again?
We are.
Shit.
It's the
No,
theme.
actually, we're not.
Blow the air horn for yourself, dude.
I got it.
Again, dude. There you go. The toilet.
Nice.
Oh no, not the toilet.
Shitting on time.
Okay, Capadonna, guys, verse
go.
3.
Let's go.
Okay.
I twist darts from the heart, tried and true. Loop my voice on the LP. Martini on the slang rocks. Certified chatterbox. Vocabulary Donna. Talking. Tell your story walking. Take cover, kid. What? Run for your brother, kid. Martini on the slang rocks. What's with the slang? What do you think we put that in there for? Martini on the slang rocks. Certified chatterbox.
I assume Martini on the rocks, slinging rocks is a double entendre for spelling.
So yeah,
Definitely
so
not
slang,
ice cubes.
Yeah,
we're
so
talking
slang,
about here.
so slang, and also given to someone, like slinging drinks. They were slung. They were slung.
I want to say that
to be
I
slung.
think that's probably could even be a triple if you're talking about like your vocabulary slang
and selling rocks, selling crack.
It could be.
Yeah, correct.
Well, I'm talking about like your vocabulary, like your slang terms, how like my slang rocks the crowd kind of thing.
Yes.
Or it could be having a martini on money that you got from slinging rocks. Martini on the slang rocks is because of these slung rocks that I'm having a martini. Certified chatterbox. That's like a quadruple entendre.
What we said was a quadruple for sure.
Yeah,
I agree with Ignacio about the slanging vocabulary rocks
for sure.
Because slanging crack verbally has been a term that's used over and over again in rap.
Yeah.
So slanging vocabulary rocks would be, you know what I mean? Like that's the
and then the certified chatterbox. After that, what do you think that means? Chatterbox.
I don't know. I don't think he's.
Well, he's talking about his mouthpiece. His certified
mouthpiece.
chatterbox.
He's rapper.
Yeah.
He's
but I think it means more than that. But
I'm sure it's double entendre somehow. What is chatterbox slang for?
I don't know because it leads into
talking a lot.
That's why I think the whole thing could be talking about his vocabulary from like the way he
because certified chatterbox.
Then the next line, vocabulary, Donna talking, tell your story walking. So like the whole thing he's talking about is like the act of literacy and words.
Yes. Yeah. It's all metaphorical, of course, but for some reason, now that I'm kind of over analyzing it, I'm associating rocks with chatterbox.
Okay.
Something that makes you talk a lot.
Yeah, like
it could just as an added, it could be
as a quintuplet entendre. It's a quintuple. It's a quintuple.
Anyway, so power to them.
Take cover, kid. Run for your brother, kid. Run for your team, and your six can't rhyme. Run for your team, and your six can't rhyme groupies.
So who was the six? Who was the six rhyme groupie?
Yeah, who were the six can't rhyme groupies? Six can't rhyme.
Who was a group?
Was there another group? Was there another group of six MCs that were? Are they talking about three? Who would they be talking about?
Okay, so I'm reading here that this was a shot at Tupac and the Outlaws.
Oh, the Outlaws and Tupac.
There's a total of six of them. He's telling run for your team. Oh, so there'll be seven actually. So he's telling Tupac, run for your team, and your six can't rhyme group. He's talking about the Outlaws.
Wow,
this right there, and it's there forever.
But this, so what year did this come out? 97. Didn't Tupac die in 96? This is after he died. So they said that after he died.
It could have been recorded though before it happened, and then not released until
because this came out in June 97.
Didn't Tupac die in 96?
Tupac died in 96. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm just saying because we were talking about when I started listening to this. I was going out with KB for 3 months, right?
Right.
So we met right at the new year, like, February. So this album,
Was
came
brand
out
spanking new.
Yeah. So it's fresh to be saying that early,
No
but,
kidding.
hey.
Unless
No,
it was,
but see,
unless they,
that's what I'm saying is I think with projects, especially with projects as big, it was a double disc. They had to have had a lot of songs already recorded that they were going to use.
It could have been
out.
recorded in
Yeah,
'95.
that's true.
I'm just surprised
Yeah.
that they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't
Take it out.
after he died. Yeah, I'm just. It's
Well, I mean,
awesome.
if
It's awesome.
if it's already pressed and sent out, what are they going to? You going to tell all the everybody return your albums and we'll give you one that has.
Can you imagine?
R.I.P.
There'd be no more
Tupac.
hip hop. There'd be no more hip hop if they pulled every diss line.
Yeah, I know. Yo,
Well, see,
Ignacio, who told you that?
Jesse Stavella said that Inspector Deck's verse was an old verse, so RZA did use
Some old stuff.
and so to put this album together. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right.
Wow,
Nice.
isn't that something? Run for your team and your 6 can't rhyme groupies so I can squeeze with the advantage and get wasted. My deadly notes reign supreme. Deadly notes can be taken a couple different ways.
Right.
His deadly musical notes, his money reign supreme, his importance. Your thought is basic compared to mine. Domino effect. Arts and craft. Paragraphs contain cyanide. Take a free ride on my thought. I got the fashion catalogs for all y'all, to all praise due to God. You don't hear too many God rhymes with Wu-Tang, do you?
Yeah, you do.
All over the place or what?
They're there.
Well, they're
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Old Dirty Bastard comes in. The saga continues. Wu-Tang. It's really short, too. It's only 1 bar worth of talking. The saga continues. Wu-Tang, and it goes right into You God. You God, probably one of the most underappreciated members of Wu-Tang that I fucking love. He comes up with a good, what is this, an 8-bar verse? Olympic torch flaming, we burn so sweet, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, we crush slow, flaming deluxe slow, for what judgment day cometh, conquer its war, allow us to escape hell, globe spinning bomb, pocket full of shells, out the sky, golden arms. What does he mean by golden arms there? Pocket full of shells, out the sky, golden arms, like a god reaching down, pocket full of shells.
McDonald's, maybe. No, I'm just
McDonald's, yeah, McDonald's.
No. Yeah, that's.
Olympic torch flaming. That's pretty self-explanatory. We burn so sweet. The
Golden has is capitalized, right? Golden.
Yeah, it is. Oh, gold. Yeah, golden arms. They're both capitalized.
That's right. Yeah.
I wonder who does these genius editing. I wish you could get the actual writing from the actual song, but I guess. Imagine if Genius had the handwritten notes, artists could upload their actual lyrics, scratches. That'd be so sick.
That'd be a good side gig, to do.
That'd be a cool website to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we crush slow, flaming deluxe slow, for judgment day cometh. Some more biblical lines.
Yeah.
Chef, what do you know about Wu-Tang and religion and in Christianity? What's their deal with that for the most part?
I from what I think is that they were possibly in the more of the 5% nation of gods and earth type movement, because that was big in New York.
I've never
in
even
those
heard
days.
about that.
That's like the kind of like the heavy African American section that started. It was in Harlem or something.
Okay.
It's like a Black
but
Power.
It was, yeah, it's like a Black Panther, Black Power type thing.
Okay.
Where it's whenever those things come up about what's the mathematics, and then they do their it's a huge thing, right? And I'm pretty positive
It has to do with enlightenment too, right? I guess.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it?
It's a belief system, but
yeah. It's like a Islam type type belief system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then because they say there's a 5%, but then there's, what is it, 85 there's the 85, and then there's the 15.
Oh shit! Did you think about that? Think about that when he was talking about the albums. They added up to 85. Maybe that was a triple.
Oh, that was a triple.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Oh shit. Bars.
Look at Ren coming in with the low key extra.
And I suck at math usually.
extra layer there. Look at that.
I mean, I think I gave the alley oop to Ren, and she dunked it.
It was an
Yeah,
assist.
for sure. Absolutely.
Well, Jesse Sabella's still here with us, and he says Golden Arms is You God. So maybe that's his, how some of them have. How, Method Man says Iron Lung, calls himself Iron Lung.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
that. So
Well,
maybe
Bobby Digital's the RZA.
right?
Yeah.
Genius, all this.
Yeah,
that,
Genius.
Right,
They're alter egos. They're alter egos.
Thank you, Jesse.
Then that makes sense then, because Pocket Full of Shells, Golden Arms, he shot you with a pocket full of enough shells to fill your pocket.
Yeah.
Isn't Pocket Full of Shells a Rage Against the Machine line as well?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if that has anything to do with it. They're written
Pocket
around.
Full
Rage probably took it from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. They probably did. Well, huge, man. I know Rage were huge Wu-Tang fans. They played at Rock the Bells with Wu-Tang. I know that.
Yep.
Tunes spit the shitty Mortal Kombat sound. Tunes spit the shitty Mortal Kombat sound. Like old school video game effects. The fake false step make the blood stain the ground. The fake false step make the blood stain the ground. Are you talking about making a wrong move in a fight and getting owned?
Yeah.
You faked a false step and then I clocked you. Fucking clocked you right in the nose and you're bleeding.
Well, I think he might be playing off the Mortal Kombat as well, because if you make a false step with your opponent,
the blood squirts out of your face.
Right.
When you get hit, when you hit your face, you see the blood squirts coming out of your face. Yeah. And that was Sega, right? Was that Sega?
I think it was, yeah.
Sega.
It wasn't Nintendo. It was
Nintendo.
No, it was Sega.
It was Sega. I confirm it.
Yeah, I had that. Sonic, and that one had Earthworm Jim too. Right? Remember Earthworm Jim?
Yeah,
that game was fucking awesome.
and then Booger Man too.
Yeah, Booger Man.
Booger Man was amazing. Yeah, come on, dude.
Man,
I had one that was Choppers or something, and it was just Choppers. It was just I can't remember what it was called.
I forgot about Booger Man. That was a good game. Yeah.
So none of you guys had a
really
Nintendo.
liked
You all had
Earthworm
Sega.
No,
I had
Nintendo
original.
and Sega.
I had original Nintendo.
Yeah, so
I was rocking the Super Dodgeball, the Excite Bike,
Excite Bike. Karate was my favorite game. Yo, dude, in 1986, I was 4. My older brother was 7, and my brother, other than that, was 11. And none of us got Christmas presents except we all got Nintendo to share. And I probably didn't play it till March. Because I was the youngest, right? My older brothers would not let me play. So it was the worst fucking Christmas of my life. It's my first Christmas that I remember, and it was about my Christmas gift sucking, But anyway,
that's what it was
then Mario 3 entered my life years later, and that changed my whole perspective on shit. Mario 3 is the best.
The song that you just can never get out of your head, right?
Agreed. Oh, I love it.
Agreed.
Okay, so the fall so the false step make the blood stain the ground. A jungle junkie, vigilante tantrum. A jungle junkie. Do you think that's like jungle music, like a
no
E-head?
I don't think
jungle
so.
junkie?
I think in the jungle, meaning in the hood.
Yeah, I think he's talking about an addict. An addict.
A jungle junkie.
On it. Yeah.
A jungle junkie. Vigilante tantrum. Vigilante tantrum. A vigilante tantrum. So a vigilante, fighting evil privately and illegally, having a tantrum. Imagine that. That's quite
That sounds like a Conshinz poem right there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Vigilante tantrum. It's quite the duality. A vigilante, someone who breaks the law to save crime. Probably. It
almost sounds like
person.
an oxymoron,
it does kind of sound like an oxymoron. Totally. A vigilante having a tantrum. It doesn't make sense. A death kiss catwalk. Squeeze another anthem. A death kiss catwalk. Squeeze another anthem. A death kiss. Catwalk's like modeling, right? a death kiss catwalk. So death modeling itself while squeezing out another track. That's fucking deep. What do you think, Ignacio? Ignacio, we've been kind of not letting Ignacio talk. You okay, buddy?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Just
just
listening?
I'm just listening and reading. Just
Right.
trying.
Yeah,
to,
I mean, a catwalk's also like a construction thing, right? From building to building.
Oh, really? Is that what an
Yeah.
actual catwalk is?
An actual catwalk is a building to building thing, and that's why they call it a catwalk.
Oh.
From
I
the
see.
where the models are walking on it because it's small,
Connects-
right? Like
connects.
narrow.
Ah,
And
squeeze
but
out
the
there.
catwalks are what they walk across from building to building in construction.
Jesus Christ! Imagine doing that.
Well, we have them like in downtown here. Like when you drive, by this Union Station, you can see one. You can see the
Yeah.
people, above crossing from one building to the next over Young Street or whatever. So that's kind of like the same type of thing, I think.
Yeah. Is there lots of construction in Toronto? Is there new skyscrapers going up
It's everywhere.
all the time?
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time. Like downtown is expanding.
It's just I took some pictures today and yesterday, and it's all
Like it's pretty much skyscrapers all the way up to Vaughan, isn't
But
it?
what they're doing is they're keeping the like the structure when they build a new condo. So they keep the brick foundation. It's all the law here now. Like if you build in Toronto, you have to keep. You can't
The
just
existing
tear something
foundation.
down from the ground and build up. Like you have to keep. My building is basically the bottom is all the original, and then when you look
Right.
up, it's a completely different looking thing than when you look on the ground.
Right.
So anyway, they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
I hear Raekwon lives in Toronto. Raekwon's got a record label in Toronto,
Really?
from what I gather. Yeah, I wonder where he lives. He probably lives downtown. He probably
Well,
lives in
that's
some nice fucking apartment.
Yeah, it's good to live here. I think 'cause people probably don't even know.
Yeah, I think he started up. I think Raekwon started up a record label in Toronto recently, like within the last 10 years. I'm thinking.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the fake false step make the blood stain the ground. A jungle junkie, vigilante tantrum, a death kiss catwalk, squeeze another anthem. Hold it for ransom. Tranquilize with anesthesias. My orchestra graceful music ballerinas. My music Sicily. Sicily's the mob, right? The mafia.
Well, it's
That's
a
where it
place.
originated.
a place.
It's a place. Yeah.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
It's an island off
Oh,
of
you
Italy.
mean-
I know
yeah.
that, but that's kind of where like organized crime, Italian organized crime, originated, right? With Sicilians.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what he means by that.
The Godfather
Oh, that's what he means.
was Sicilian, right?
No, that's what he means.
Yeah.
His music is
Yeah.
like,
He's
So
like he's the Godfather.
Sicily's the island that the boot of Italy's kicking,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
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 Just like Cape Breton is the island that Newfoundland's shitting, unfortunately. That's where I'm from.
Wow.
yeah, they're having a
Just like-
rough time over there right now.
Yeah, the Newfies and my cousins, they just got power back on today. Big fucking storm.
Yeah, just watching the
Florida's
news.
next.
I know,
Florida's
but
next.
Oh,
Florida's
I know,
next.
Yeah,
but Newfoundland-
I was just gonna make a joke about Florida being the phallic appendage of the United States, but then I didn't say it because they're getting
They're getting fucked
they're getting
by a
pummeled right
hurricane.
now.
Pummeled by a hurricane. I haven't watched the news tonight, but I'll watch it tonight and get caught
It's
up
rough.
on what's going
It's
on
rough.
down there.
It's rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
Like over in Newfoundland,
I'm
they were
sure-
saying this woman just got they just got taken into the
Swept
couple of
by a
babies,
wave. Yeah.
gone. Like,
Yeah, gone. Terrible.
anyway, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where are we here? I sing a
Okay.
song from my music Sicily, rich California smell, in Axe Kill Adventure, paint a picture well. I sing a song from Sing Sing, sipping on ginseng, righteous wax chaperone, rotating ring kings. That just kind of seems like some lyrical fitness to me. I sing a song from Sing Sing. What is Sing Sing?
It's a prison.
For prison.
Really? That's what they call prison. Sing Sing.
No, it's
the name of,
go ahead.
It's the actual name of a prison.
Oh, it's an actual real prison
Yeah.
in New York.
Upstate New York, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Sipping
We
on
could
ginseng.
look it up, but
Righteous wax chaperone, rotating. Righteous wax chaperone. Wax talking about records, I'm assuming. Rotating
so,
ring
yeah.
kings. The rings on a record rotating. That's fucking dope. That's fucking dope. And RZA. We're almost done here, guys. Well, not almost done, but
We're not even close. We're like
Well,
halfway.
Well, then why don't we do a part 2? It's these podcasts I like to be under an hour. This is a longer song than normal songs. Do you want to do a part 2?
Whatever you want to do.
It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Either way, I'm gonna have to drop out in a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like a part 2 because Ren's going to be at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't even think we do part 2s, to be honest. This is just.
Well, okay. So how far we've gone through? How many we have left? How many verses?
We got like all of
half
you.
the song.
We got RZA's song, verse, Jizz's little verse, Master Killer's verse, Ghostface verse, and Raekwon's verse.
So you guys think we can power through this, or
what do you think?
Oh, you
I mean, the way that we have conversations,
yeah,
impossible. It'll be another double the time that we've been on.
To be continued. We won't do it next week or the week after, but sometime down the road.
Yeah.
When we're looking for something to do,
or if you have a night where you're doing one and like a podcast, like this one, and it's short, you can just throw in the rest of this song.
Yeah. Do a short song and then do the rest of it. Yeah. Anyway, well that's cool. I mean,
Clarissa dropped by.
Clarissa's
here, and we're just ending. That's unfortunate.
Clarissa, much love to Coolio, but Clarissa would be a Coolio fan for 100%.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she was a Coolio fan.
Chef, you just had to get the last one in there, didn't you?
When she jumps in, and I love Coolio, man, but I had to just diss her at some point. But come on, here, Clarissa.
All right, guys. We'll continue this some other time. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to that notification bell. Like this video. Share this video. We will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody. Hello and welcome to the Conshinz YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, share this video with your friends, and go watch some more videos after you're done watching this one. Your subscription will have value here on my channel. Tuesday is patreon.com/Conshinz generated reaction radio, where we listen to tunes and break down and do reactions. Wednesday is Between the Bars, a podcast where we break down songs an hour and a half at a time. Same thing on Thursday, Between the Bars, and Friday is the big show, reaction radio, live reaction. Subscribe. Cheers.